G'day YouTube, I'm back and I am actually working on the project I had mentioned in the previous video. Just pan you over to the wings. These are some steampunk wings that I'm making for my captain, Mandisa. Basically they are actually made out of a piece of wood that had barometers on it, that I cut down, painted, sanded, painted, attached the barometers, reattach the barometers, and then also these are actual fan blades that I'm working on today. So I'm working a little bit on the decoration end, adding plate. This is part of the reason I was working on the filigree actually. Ta-da! Working on attaching all the different filigree parts. So thought I'd give a little check-in, show you where I'm at. It was kind of a rough day today, so I didn't know if I was gonna get anything posted, but I really kind of wanted to because the week's just about to get rougher for me, so it's like now or never. So basically what I did was my captain brought me some elements to include into these. So I have some material that's included in the build. This metal, decorative metal sheathing. I'm not really sure what it is actually. It's just a decorative metal piece. And then, of course, all this filigree that I rub and buffed and got prepped. So for this particular wing, basically what I had to do on that is I had to actually cut down the sides so it would fold around the barometers. So I don't know if you can see that. Cut down the sides so it folded around the barometers, and now I took some filigree, some of these little guys right here, and took a drill and drilled a hole in the middle so I could reattach, and then went ahead and used 5-second fix. My pin broke, however, and my thing went missing, so I am using a hardcore big beam today to set the 5-second fix pin. Essentially it's the same light. This is just a very large version of it, which actually, to tell you the honest truth, I've been enjoying using it because the project has been going like way faster, because instead of having a tiny little light to run along, this is just like shine this bad boy on the project and it sets in just a minute. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful and creative day today. Alright, so this is where we are at as far as decoration goes. I was just getting ready to add a little bit of rub and buff around the edge. Yeah, shocker. This should be called the Rub and Buff series. Although it was pointed out to me in the wrong crowd, naming a video Rub and Buff could give me some very strange visits to my channel, so let's hope that doesn't happen. So basically after this filigree is dry, I will be doing a test attachment to see how everything fits together. On the actual wood itself, on the wood piece. Make sure that the filigree is not too wide for the wing nuts. Yeah, so I might just have to get a little bit of a longer screw. Alright, So that's what the corners are going to look like. A little bit of Rub and Buff on there. Here's the front. While waiting for that to dry, I'll give you a little peek at what I'm doing in the back. So, for the back of these guys, I'm going to be doing this. And how to achieve that was I took the material that my captain had given me, which I showed you a tiny little piece. There's a large piece that's outside right now. Placed it over the top and then used spray paint, which gave it a really, really nice marbling effect. So yeah, put that down, laid the big piece on here, spray painted, took the piece off, and this is what you got. A nice marbly effect. So that'll be the back of the wings. And then for the wings themselves, there we go. Maybe you can see this a little better now. So basically what I did was take a piece of wood, the piece of wood that the barometers came on, and I took and wrapped and sewed and glued the material on the back of this, and then reattached all these. So whoop, this is what we're going to end up with. And then the back, of course, is going to be the marbling. So this is actually the last prop that I have to finish before the tea stroll. So I'm hoping to get this done by Thursday. That way Keidra can do a quick try on with it and make sure that it's going to fit, because I still got to get the leather strap pieces. Right now I'm just holding up there with some chains that I had laying around. I did not do any videos on the prop for our mechanics, but she wanted a metal leg, so this was done quite some time ago. This was actually one of the first props I actually finished. And then of course I painted her shoes. And then here is my prop. This is what I did for myself. So I think I showed you the beginnings of this. This is going to be a halfsy little eye patch for this tea stroll. Anyway, whoop. Oh, sit back now. So that is what is going on currently in my world. Basically, I'm waiting for this to dry so I can get it out there and get it spray painted, because Rub and Buff really doesn't take any time to dry, and spray paint ain't gonna hurt none. So go ahead and get the side, while I'm waiting for the glue to dry, get the sides Rub and Buffed, get it out there, get it sprayed. Then I can attach this wing back to where it came from and start on the next wing. I will do my best to get a video up of the finished product. Maybe even see if Keidra will be willing to put it on and give you guys a nice look at it in action. Like I said though, I still got a couple more pieces I gotta pick up for it. I need some wing nuts, because we want to be able to collapse these wings, like if she's going in through a drawer or something like that. Door. Wow. I'm not tired at all. So if there's wing nuts on it and we adjust these and the bolts loosen, we can just tighten it right back up on spot. Unfortunately, I originally would love these to have been motorized, but I am just not skilled in the motorized area, and I consulted with an electrical person, and it just didn't work out. But again, you know, this is gonna be beautiful anyway, so hopefully my captain enjoys them. This is actually one of my most extensive builds so far. The mask really wasn't bad at all. Just had to do a little cutting, a little sanding, and then some detail paint. Fiddle was actually a tad bit more intrusive because it had a polyurethane high shine on it already, and I needed to change the color of the fiddle. So I had to actually hand sand the whole entire thing, which I didn't tape any of that. And I'm not really good at editing. Not really sure how to do that at this particular juncture. So part of this is just me showing you progressions without you having to sit there and watch me. Like, again, if I knew how to edit, I could just like film me doing this whole entire thing and then speed it up for you later, but I don't know how to do that, so we're just sticking with little tidbits here and there, how the progress is going. There you go. Alright. Hopefully again I will have this close to completion by Thursday. At least all the decorative elements. I'm gonna be so zonkered and wiped tomorrow that I'm probably not gonna be able to work on this a whole heck of a lot. So I promise I will try to do my best to get a progression video up Thursday. Not that anybody actually watches any of this, so I guess I'm kind of talking to myself anyway. But the steampunkery continues. Symposium is getting closer, ever closer, and ever closer. This should be a pretty good one though. Like, our ship didn't even register this year, so we're not even competing at all, which is awesome because that means less for us to do. If anybody does watch this and goes to the Steampunk Symposium, Mandisa, Captain is going to be doing a panel. So she's going to be doing a Parlor's Game panel. Stop by, check it out. And then our Brewmaster is going to be in charge of the umbrella dueling this year, which should be kind of awesome because he is a huge kendo person. It's like his love, his life, his heart beats kendo, so super excited for him. Yeah. Oh, excite news. I'm sure I mentioned it before because I am seriously that excited. Voltaire will be coming. It is confirmed. So we will have Voltaire at this year's Steampunk Symposium. So, yay! Like, absolute hooray. Trying to think of anything else that I know of that has been announced so far. Nothing's coming to mind. They still don't have the schedule up, so I think they're still looking for volunteers. Not 100% sure on that. So if you're interested in going to the symposium and you want to volunteer, go ahead and check out Pandora.com. If there are any opportunities left, that's where they will be listed. And go ahead and Sign on up. No, they're always looking for bodies. Because, yeah, let's face it, it's more fun to go and participate than just go and volunteer sometimes. Depending on if you're busy or not. This year I actually contemplated volunteering. So we'll see how that goes. Because, yeah, when you're competing in the games, it can be kind of difficult to volunteer and compete in the games because, you know, you're running from one thing to another. Well, at least we were, but that's because our ship is really small. There's, like, only a few of us on it, so we were, like, running around like chickens with our head cut off. Which is part of the reason we aren't competing this year. I mean, we didn't compete last year, but we still registered our ship just in case we felt like doing anything. I think all this year, which is just like, no thanks. We're good on the whole running around like crazy people. So yeah, the panel this year, the tea straw, and we will be doing our special Ashanti hookah party, which is basically for those who are part of our community page. So if you are coming and you want to come to that, join our community page. Come and see what Ashanti's been up to. I just keep popping those off, don't I? I do. There's like 4 freaking clips on the freaking floor now. Because I have no patience. That's the only thing. I have no patience for letting things dry. I just like want to get her done. I mean, but who doesn't, right? Wow, holy cow. This is a really long video. Alright, sorry about that. Lost track of time. I was just kind of babbling, but at any rate. Everybody, have a good evening, and I will see you in future steampunk episodes. And I can't.